What's up, YouTube? It's Mathis97 and welcome back to another episode of Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. And we're slowly going up in the ratings with the fan support. And as you can see, there's the Power 25, the rankings, and all that good stuff. And it's been a while since I've actually done a General Manager Mode commentary. It's been over a month now. And I figured I would try to get maybe one or two of these out before I go, you know, all-out universe mode in October. I mean, of course, when W2K14 comes out, I'm going to start doing that playthrough, but up until then, I'm going to be doing all universe, so I figured I'd get some GM out there. You can see our rivalries are all looking pretty good. So, yeah, I already have the card booked, so let's get into this one. Bobby Lashley versus Mark Henry. Table match between Bret Hart and John Nitro, but first, let's simulate, and Bobby Lashley gets the win over Mark Henry. Trying to mix things up a little bit, so I went ahead and added in a promo, as you see Nitro getting the win. But I added in a promo so that, like a rivalry in place of a match between Batista and between Kane and Mark Henry, as Orton makes Batista bleed. And now we have our main event, a steel cage triple threat match for the ECW Championship between the ECW Champion, Shawn Michaels, John Cena, and Kane. And so I had them, you know what, we're going to do entrances. We're going to have entrances on for this one to just mix things up a little bit. But, like I was saying, I had that rivalry in place of a match, so that way I'd be able to put Kane into this match, and I just put Mark Henry into that match against Lashley just to get him on the card, because didn't really want to take him off the card. And as you can see now, Kane making his entrance down to the ring. But yeah, it's been a while since I've actually done a General Manager Mode commentary, and I don't know, I just didn't really feel like, I wasn't really in the mood to play GM mode. I don't really know why, I just didn't make videos for it. I was, like, I've been trying to wrap up Light Platinum as of lately, but I don't know, I just haven't really wanted to play GM mode, and people were asking me, they're like, bring GM mode back, and I don't think anyone thought it was over, but they were just like, bring GM mode back, or when's the next episode, and all that stuff, and I don't know, I just didn't really feel like playing it, so I figured I hadn't played it for a while, so I figured why not I'd go back and try to get an episode or two ready, so figured I'd go back and record this one. And as we see John Cena back with this old entrance, he doesn't like rush the ring like he does now, but he's also got like a visor, kind of. I don't know, it looks like his hat's got openings in it. I don't know, he's got a weird hat. Anyway, so I'm getting off topic, and that's a weak slide into the ring. I just had to point that out. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a while since I did a GM mode video, but I'm back with another General Manager mode, and we're still on our quest to become GM of the Year. We are trying to come back in the fan support, and I think we're slowly starting to make the rise to compete with the other brands. Smackdown has definitely been on its way down, and out comes the ECW champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and we know he's been in a feud with John Cena. That will come to a head at the SummerSlam pay-per-view, as well as the feud between Kane and Mark Henry. But I don't know, when you get to this point in a feud where they've been going for 8 or 9 weeks now, I mean, you don't want to repeat anything, and it's kind of challenging to be able to come up with something new for the feud each and every week, so that way it'll be able to continue and keep getting good ratings. Surprisingly, with Bret Hart and Johnny Nitro, I haven't really gone too hardcore into that feud. They've been in a lot of 6-man tags and one-on-ones and very like minor stipulation matches, and that one's managed to stick it out pretty well. So in a case like that, I can always step it up to the next level if I have to. But in a feud like Kane and Mark Henry, or Cena and Michaels, where really they've been going at it in all the high-profile matches and the championship has been involved, it's kind of hard to think of something new to be able to carry out these feuds. So gonna have to try to work on that in the next coming weeks. SummerSlam is coming up pretty soon. We are a few weeks away from that pay-per-view, and like I've been saying, that should be the turning point. There's a nice face buster. But like I was saying, that should be the turning point for us as a brand, and hopefully we can start to make the climb back up the mountain, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get on top. And as we see, Cena can make a quick escape, and to come to think of it, I could actually get out of this cage real quick, because yeah, I randomly selected and landed on Cena. Oh god, so that Cena, hopefully it doesn't happen here, but yeah, that was really quick, so we're gonna jump back in. That was a terrible idea. I guess that's why Cena doesn't jump off the top rope that much, or in this case off the steel cage. But now we're gonna roll up Michaels here, see if we can get the win real quick, and no, Michaels kicks at it too. That's one thing that I'll be glad to have back in WWE 2K14 is the 2 counts, as it was all one count glitchy in WWE 13. As we see now, Cena maybe sent it for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but again, Kane goes in for the Boston Crab. But I don't want to have to go to these ECW Championship matches too often, because, I mean, it wouldn't be a very prestigious title then if I'm just going to defend it. If I'm just going to defend it on the show every week. And again, jumping off the top rope, not a very good idea. Cena lost all the momentum. But like I was saying, if I just defend it on every show, then really what's the point of having the belt's not very prestigious if it's going to be on the line every show. And that's another downfall of the ECW. It only has one championship, so it's kind of a challenge to be able to book the shows and be able to mix things up. I mean, championship, you know, if you have a title, you can always just throw that on the line to get a little extra prestige into a match and try to boost the rating. But when you only have the ECW championship, you can't really put that into any mid-card feud. So, for example, the Bret Hart Nitro feud, if I had an Intercontinental Championship or something, that would be a pretty good title there. That would be a good mid-card feud, but I don't have one, so I have to go, and I don't know, it just gets really challenging. We have a lot of tag matches as we have like 5 or 6 feuds going, so we get a lot of tag matches, 6-man tags. And there's also some people who end up off the show. Now, that's kind of a downfall too of not having many championships, is that you kind of need to have more feuds in order to build up the prestige of the rivalry, or not to build up the prestige of the match and try to get a better rating. So it'd be better to have feuds. And when you have feuds, there's only so much as you can do before you start to repeat stuff. So that's a little troublesome with ECW, but eventually, so far we've been doing pretty good, and we're about to get to that point where we don't have to build up our superstars' popularity too much more. And I'm not sure how much more I'm going to boost them up, because I don't really want them all at 100. I mean, I could do that, but I think I want to get them maybe to about 90 or so, so I guess we'll see what superstars are going to be there. And I've been getting a lot of requests to trade for Sabu, that I don't have enough like hardcore superstars, so that I should trade for Sabu. So I'm going to see if I can build up a superstar, maybe Chavo, because I know we just got him, which kind of made it pointless to trade for him. But I can try and build up Chavo and then trade him to get Sabu. So hopefully I'll be able to have Sabu in the next few episodes. If not next episode, maybe the one after that. But anyway, now, so we've got this ECW Championship matchup here, and it looks like Kane's on a rampage here, but John Cena setting up HBK for a 5-knuckle shuffle. And good God, if John Cena wins the ECW Championship, that would... Ugh. But I mean, Shawn Michaels hasn't done a whole lot with the belt since getting it. That's kind of a problem. I don't know if he's won any matches since winning the belt, so that's not doing very good for the ECW Championship, and probably not very well for the matches, because if he loses so many times to Cena, then the ratings are going to get stale, so we're going to have to, I don't know, I'm going to have to try to figure out something there. But anyway, John Cena now locking in the STF after taking out Kane over there on the ropes, and as Michaels going to tap her, can Kane save him here? And no, Shawn Michaels taps out to the STF. And John Cena is your new ECW champion, and he didn't have to escape the cage, and there's no questionable call there, because he didn't pin Kane. He pinned the now former champion Shawn Michaels, and I don't know if that's the greatest thing for this feud looking back on it, but Shawn Michaels, he's got a rematch clause then in the future. Maybe we'll save that for the SummerSlam pay-per-view, or maybe we'll use it between now and then and maybe try to come up with something bigger. I don't know what kind of match then we're going to do, because we've got like 5 feuds, and we're only going to have like 2 or 3 slots on the SummerSlam pay-per-view. Probably, we might only have 1. We might get lucky if we get 2, but I'm not sure exactly what all we're going to have. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do about matches. You can let me know in the comments down below any ideas you might have for booking all these feuds. If I just do one giant Hell in the Cell or something, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do for that? Let me know in the comments down below. So as we see, we're going to go ahead and check out the ratings, as John Cena is your new ECW champion. We got a 4-star overall show, a 4-star first match, 4-star 3.5 between the tag team match, a 4-star First Blood, and a 5-star ECW championship. Now, this is good for ratings, but it's starting to get to that point where you can only max him out so many times before the feud dies. So that's where I gotta be careful with how I set this stuff up, is we're gonna go ahead and try to build up Chavo and see if we can trade him maybe for Sabu or somebody. I think I'm gonna try to go for Sabu. Chavo, I'm not exactly sure what popularity he's at, but I know he was in like, I think he was in like the 70s. So we're gonna go ahead and keep building him up, and we'll go ahead and skip up to Raw, and let me go ahead and check. We got no messages, but let me check what kind of popularity he's at right now. He is sitting at a wait. Okay, so it looks like Chavo is higher than I thought. Okay, he's at an 89. That's a little higher than I wanted to go with Chavo, but I think we're gonna go ahead and trade him. If not this episode, next episode we'll go for Sabu, because I did record 2 episodes at once. But yeah, now that Michaels doesn't have the belt, I think I'm gonna give him another push, so that way he can still be like, our top 4 guys are Kane, Mark Henry, Cena, and soon to be Shawn Michaels, and that's really the 2 big feuds we have. So we want to be able to have Shawn Michaels be up there in the top, like the very top tier, even without the belt. So we're gonna go ahead and give him the boost. So now we got 3 97s and a 100 John Cena, and then there's Undertaker sitting there, and then we drop down to our other sort of lower main event guy, or like upper mid card, maybe that's what they are. But we're gonna go ahead and extend Matt Hardy's contract, and now we're gonna try and build up a funding as well. So this is actually a pretty short episode, but anyway, let's check out the fan support, and yet we're still slowly climbing up. I think we gained like 30,000 fans or something there. Smackdown's on its way back down to earth, so everything's looking good there. Let's check out the ratings. Raw got a 4-star, again, unfairly, but I don't know if that has something to do with the fact that GM is just broken, or the fact that I have like the quote-unquote sliders, like I have all the difficulty stuff taken off, so maybe that also affects the ratings. The Rock is their United States champion. That's a little funny, but anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Wait, let's quick check out WWE.com and trade rumors. Now, I didn't make any. Okay, so the Raw GM was rejected. I don't know. He didn't offer me any trades, so it looks like Raw and Smackdown are having some sort of trade negotiation. So that'll be pretty interesting to see if anything goes through there. But I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for the next episode of the SmackDown vs. Raw 2007-2008 General Manager Mode. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Leave a like, comment down below. Keep on YouTubing.